Whoever pursues righteousness and love finds life, prosperity, and honor. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 21.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Bisha Blue. Welcome. Feel free to hit that subscribe button down below and also turn on the post notification bell so you guys know when I have new content up. So today I'm going to give you guys a hair tutorial on this cookie and cream bob hairstyle. So if you guys like to see how I got this look, then continue watching this video.
Alright guys, so let's get straight into it. So today's wig is by this company off AliExpress called HC Diva, and this is their 13 by 4 lace front wig. This is 150 density and 12 inches long. As you can see, it comes with 3 parts pre-plucked. It comes with the usual 4 combs, the adjustable strap, and a little bit of lace at the back. Alright guys, so they said that this hair is 12 inches long, and I think that is so cap. And what I find a lot of these companies are doing is that they're making the density really thick at the roots, but then the hair is so thin at the ends. Like, what is that? It could be so scary ordering hair offline these days, especially when you're spending hundreds of dollars. Like, you never know what you're gonna get. Like, they don't make it like they used to anymore, sis. So I also picked up a pack of hair from my local hair store, and I thought this was 100% human hair, but I didn't realize until I got home that this was premium blend. But ain't nobody got time to go back to the store, so we're gonna make this work. So we're gonna start by dyeing the hair, and today I'm using the Adore 120 Black Velvet Rings dye, and I like to use this dye because it gets the hair really black and it makes it look shiny. I'm also gonna tone my blonde hair at the same time with the Shimmer Lights purple shampoo. So I let the hair sit in the purple shampoo for just about 20 minutes, and I was a little bit nervous that it wasn't gonna take because it's premium blend, but it worked. So I started my watercolor method, and for jet black hair, I like to let it sit in boiling hot water for just about a half an hour. And as you can see, I left the frontal part of the wig out. So now I'm just rinsing the purple shampoo off the hair, and as you can see, it did take. So the shampoo did make the hair feel a little bit rough, so I'm just gonna add some conditioner on that to smoothen things out. I don't know how I made the mistake and picked up premium blend hair. I thought it was human, but when I got home and I opened the package, I noticed that it said premium, and I was so mad. But it's okay because we made it work. So now I'm just rinsing off the dye off the wig. So now I'm going to go in with that same dye, and I'm going to apply some on the hair on the frontal, and I'm just going to apply it from roots and bring it out to the ends. And the reason why we're doing this part separately instead of dipping the whole wig is to avoid messing up the lace. Don't forget your gloves. So as you guys can see, I'm going row by row, and I am taking my time making sure that I don't get any of the dye on the lace, and I'm also pulling it through to the ends and rubbing it in with my fingers, and I'm just gonna keep repeating these steps until the whole frontal is done. So now this is the perfect time to bleach our knots. So if any of the dye did bleed through the lace, we're good. So I'm just taking basically 1 scoop of the bleach powder, and then I'm just mixing that with some 40 volume cream developer. And I don't like the mixture to look like cottage cheese. I don't like it that thick, but I like it thick and creamy but smooth. So this is how I like my mixture to look, because I find that it's much more easy to lay it on the lace. It just goes on like butter, but you want to make sure that it's not falling off the brush. You just don't want it to be too runny. So now I'm applying the bleach, and you just want to lightly spread it on the lace. You don't want to apply too much pressure. So it should have this brassy tint when you take off the tin foil. And this is how it's supposed to look when it's dry. So I did go in and pluck it a little bit. I didn't go crazy because it did come pre-plucked. So now it's time to put the cream on the cookie. So I decided to sew the blonde hair in row by row. It's just my preference. You could glue this in if you like. So I decided to sew in my first track a few rows up from the back, and I did double the hair. And while you're sewing this in, you want to make sure the wig is nice and flat on the dome head. And also you don't want to put it too tight because you don't want it to be too lumpy. Now guys, this pack of blonde hair is 10 inches long. Now mind you, remember, they said this wig is 12 inches. Yeah. So I sewed in about 3 rows at the back, and they're like a few rows apart. And I decided not to double the other 2 rows because I didn't want the blonde to overpower the black too much. So I'm gonna sew in a few rows on the frontal because you don't want it to be just jet black at the front and then you have the Oreo cookie look in the back. You want it to flow, like you want it to give what it's supposed to. So you want to take your time when you're doing this because the lace can rip. So just be very gentle. Also, if you decided to glue it in, I would say use the lace frontal glue instead of the black glue because sometimes it's pretty hard for that glue to come off and it can mess up the lace. And guys, you want to be very precise where you're putting each track. Like, for example, if you're going to do side part, you can't put it on the side where the track is going to show. You want to make sure that it's going to be covered and it's going to look seamless. And also you want to give room at the front of the frontal so that it doesn't show as well. And you also want to give room at the back of the frontal so that when you're laying the back, it's not hard to cover as well. And guys, when I say be precise, I mean be precise. Like, if you want more blonde to show, then you're going to put it closer to your part. If you want less blonde to show, then you're going to put it further away from your part. And also, the more tracks you put, the more blonde you'll see. The less tracks you put, the less blonde you'll see. Alright guys, so I finished sewing in the front and this is what it's looking like, and I put about 3 single tracks on each side of the wig. And yeah, this is exactly how I wanted it. I didn't want too much of a blonde, but just the right amount for me. So now I'm just applying some Argan Oil of Morocco. I love this stuff. If you know, you know. So now I'm going in with this wax stick by Ebin, and I'm just gonna mold the front of my lace and the top. Also, don't come for my comb. I know it needs to be cleaned. So now I'm going in with my hot comb and I'm gonna melt everything into place. Laid. So now it's time to cut some hair, and I'm just doing a blunt cut. Now this is what it's looking like after cutting it. So for me, I feel like it's too blonde at the ends down here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my thinning shears and I'm gonna try to thin out the blonde hair as much as I can. Now it's time to style, and I'm just gonna run my flat iron through it. Now this is what it's looking like, and we are pretty much done here. Stiff wear. Alright guys, so this is the end of the video, and I like this wig. Like, it's super cute. Like, it's a bad little vibe. Now I would love to try this with longer hair. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Anyways, I'm out, guys. Bye.